Tucson affiliate leader at Unity here in Tucson. When the conference got canceled, Melinda generously offered to do something for us for a special Easter gift from our children about automatic writing. So if you have a candle and a pad of paper and a pen, and then she's going to walk us through all of that. I'll let her explain that a little bit more. So first we do the housekeeping. Attendance today at the Helping Parents Heal support group meeting is voluntary, and it is understood that we are here for the benefit of learning from and sharing with other parents whose child has passed away. It is understood that our discussions are intended to be confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. All right, phone stop. Helping Parents Heal. Hang on a second. I have gremlins. Helping Parents Heal is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents to become shining light parents by providing support and resources to aid in the healing process. We go a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. We welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and allow for a very open type of dialogue. We receive all and do not judge people or their children on the basis of life choices. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers to allow parents to be informed about many possible ways to heal, to connect with their children, and to learn about the afterlife. The views expressed by our guests do not necessarily reflect those of Helping Parents Heal, and we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. All right. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about Melinda. Melinda is an evidential spiritual medium, teacher, psychic, and inspirational speaker. As a third-generation medium, she has spent her life challenging taboo views of mediumship in the spirit world. Melinda studied at the world's foremost college for the advancement of spiritualism and psychic sciences, the Arthur Findlay College in England. There, Melinda began a lifelong mentorship and friendship with world-famous medium Mavis Pittilla. Part of Melinda's training entailed hours of spiritual meditations, contemplations, and learning from tutors educated in the same thought process as Gordon Higginson. Now she studies alongside many other international mediums, such as her friend and mentor, Paul Jacobs. Because she believes learning is a lifelong process, Melinda continues studying at Arthur Findlay. For more than I missed a part, hang on. Melinda worked as a nurse for 17 years, where she applied her natural instinct for nurturing. Many of her patients were Holocaust survivors and others who carried traumatic life experiences. Using her psychic abilities and medical background, she literally and metaphorically helped patients see life with a clearer vision. For more than 2 decades, Melinda has run hundreds of workshops, mentorship programs, and readings. She's taught many students the many aspects of spirituality. I'm not going to read all of this, Melinda. We'll be here all day. Melinda does teaching. She volunteers her time for parents. She's been my friend and my mentor and teacher for a couple of years, and I can't say enough good things about her. So it's up to her. There you go, Melinda. Can't hear you. You're muted.
I know, so just gonna have to unmute it. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful introduction. I appreciate that. My apologies right now because my gardener is, of course, couldn't come any other time. So I hope you guys don't hear my gardener in the background. So my apologies for that. So thank you again for everybody joining us, because today to me is such a special day. One, we all love Easter. We all have wonderful memories of Easter time, the Holy Week time, the Passover time, whatever it is that we chose to have in our lives. It's a beautiful time of family and memories and That's what I want you to bring forward with this, is remembering your children, remembering the ability that you get to have of that nobody can take away from you, right? Nobody can take that away. Those are your children that are in the spirit world and your other loved ones. And the one thing that I do want to be able to talk to you about, first and foremost, is our intuitive abilities. Everybody is intuitive, right? Everybody has that ability to connect in with what the spirit world has for you, what our gut says for you. And that's what this is all the beginnings of for all of you, for all of us. I know that there's many times where we look back, prime example, I have 4 kids, and my kids used to hate that I was as intuitive or psychic as I was, because I would always know those little secrets that they would have. So that's what I'm talking about, or knowing when your phone's going to ring, or intuitiveness is something, again, that's innate in all of us. And it's something that I love to teach people how to get there, because that gets you to the next place within yourself. And that is your own soul. That's understanding your own psychic abilities. And that's what I teach. And what we're going to be doing today is definitely down to bringing forth our children and through the automatic writing. And automatic writing for me is a beautiful way to connect, but we're going to do something that has automatic writing with it, but it's a little bit different today. And what it's going to be is this is going to be a very healing moment, I hope, for you. And this is also going to be a time for you to be able to not only reflect, but have that beautiful memory that you get to share with your child. You get to take this time and write that letter, say those words, bring your child back to you in this moment in time of being able to stay connected with your children. Now, what I'm going to do with you is I would like to bring you all through a meditative state, because within meditation, I think we all know, normally we close our eyes and we meditate and we bring in whoever it is going to be coming in, and that's wonderful. But this time I want to do it a little bit differently. I want this to be a contemplative state of mind. So in other words, we may start off with having the ability to close our eyes and get within ourselves, which I'll bring you to. But then you're going to be able to open your eyes, because you're going to write with your own paper and pen, which I hope you all have, a beautiful letter to your children for everything that you've always wanted to be able to say to them. And when we do this, we have to remember our imagination is such an important part of our meditative state, our contemplative state, a part of our life. And the spirit world loves to use our imagination, because within our imagination holds all of our memories, holds all of our abilities to be able to move through, to understand what we have going on. Do you sit back and say to yourself, wow, did I just make that up? Of course we do. I still do on a regular basis. I have a mom in spirit, and when she comes and talks to me, I sit down and I'll write and write and write, because sometimes when you're writing, you can't write fast enough, because you're not thinking about what you're writing. It's the spirit world coming through and writing for you and with you. And sometimes you can't write fast enough to keep up with that spirit world. And I just find it so amazing. With that are things inside of your automatic writing that you sit back and think, wow, I don't normally say these words. It's because it's coming from spirit. And a lot of times with regular automatic writing, it's in third party. So in other words, like if the spirit world's speaking to me, they will speak, you will feel better. It's not that I'm going to feel better. It's the spirit world using their words. So I have that greater understanding as to actually them speaking to me. With this and what we're doing with this letter, again, I have been just told by the spirit world of how healing that this time is for all of you. And I want you all to know that you get to have this ability on a regular basis. Now, am I saying that you're going to be able to talk to your children all the time? No, I think that that's kind of a farce as far as thinking that they're going to answer you all the time. We can talk to them as much as we want, but we don't always get the answers that maybe we're hoping to get. I don't get that from my loved ones in spirit, but I know if I talk to them and learn to sit within the silence of my own soul, I will begin to then get that answer. And that's what automatic writing will help you get to. You'll get that greater understanding with all of this. I am going to take questions and answer as best as I can, but we're going to do that at the end of all of this. So I hope that I'm going to cover as much as I can with you so you get that understanding. I do teach intuitive classes. I just want to be able to say that. If you would like to go to my website, please feel free, because I am teaching again within the next 2 Saturdays. I'm going to be teaching an intuitive class, mostly for parents, mostly so you have that greater understanding and the peace that you deserve to have. You know, so many times when I do readings for parents and their child comes through, for me, it's so important for me to share with you what your child wants to tell you, and that is, you don't want to let their passing go in vain to the spirit world. We want to learn from them. We want to take the education that they have now in the spirit world, that they bring forth within your own soul, and they can share with you. Because I believe that we are all here to learn and grow our own souls. And that's what the most important part of all of this is, why we're here on earth, is because we need to grow our souls. We need to have the understanding that we have to heal, we need to forgive others, and we need to be able to move forward in our life with our own soul's growth. And to me, mediumship has become secondary, because our own soul's growth is what's primary, because that's why we're here. We're here for that reason, and really that reason alone is for your own soul's growth, lessons, however you want to look at all of these things, whatever it is. But it's also to bring yourself peace and your loved ones peace. And you know, when you look at what's going on right now within our world, and we're all struggling and we don't know which way we're going to go, and we're all scared, I have to tell you, I go back to the fact that I believe it's kind of like the spirit world saying, time out. This is for us to get to know who we are. This is for us to get to know who our family is, to remember the important parts of why we're here. Because I do believe, from my understanding, we're going to go back to that greater understanding of why we're here. If you think about it in sections, you know, World War II, after World War II, what did we have? We had the peace and the understanding. My goodness, we became together as a country. Now we get to come together as a world to create that better understanding, the love that we're supposed to have for each other. That's what that is what is so important, that the spirit world shares with us all the time. It's the love, because love will always prevail, no matter what happens. No matter what happens. You know, you look at just within this organization, Helping Parents Heal. It's such a beautiful organization. It was created with an unfortunate thought process, obviously, with our children, your children being in spirit. But there's a reason behind all of that. And that was to bring the love and understanding that each and every one of us deserve. Our loved ones in spirit can teach us so much. And that's what I want to help all of you with, is to understand your own soul's growth. Because with that growth, remember, comes that forgiveness. I've talked to a lot of parents that have anger that their children are in the spirit world, for whatever reasons, whoever they're angry with. And all I can always say to you is, please understand that the most important thing of all of this is to have that forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness for having the ability to understand why we're all in the positions that we're in. Because everybody that walks in this world, everybody, we all have our pain. We all have our sadness. But we also all have the love that we're supposed to for ourselves and our loved ones and the people that are around us. So with that thought process, I hope that you will feel comfortable enough now to sit back and relax. It's so important that we take this time for ourselves, and for your children. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to take you through a short meditative state. And when we get to the point that I'm going to tell you to open your eyes, at that time, I hope that you'll be in that meditative state, relaxed state, that you'll take your pen and your paper, holding within yourself the power of your own soul, and being able to write the love that you always wanted to write to your children. If at any point you feel that your child is speaking back to you, or the spirit world is speaking back to you, just write it. Write everything, write everything, write anything. And you know you're not crazy. Use your imagination to know that we get to connect with our loved ones in spirit, because they're right here. Remember that. They are here all of the time. So what I'd like for you to all do is, I'm sorry, and before we do this, I do have a song that I'm going to be playing that a very good friend of mine actually wrote specifically and in time with somebody singing this song for the healing of everybody that's passed into the spirit world. And first and foremost, for all those that are affected by the coronavirus, which I think is a beautiful tribute to the families that are here left behind, and also for all of you parents. It's a beautiful song. So with that, I would like to ask you if you could light your candles. Take this time to light your candle. Put my candle down. Okay. What I'd like for you to do is everyone sit back and relax. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take a nice deep breath through your nose. Feel it go down into your chest and into your stomach. And exhale. And breathe in again. And exhale. With every breath, I want you to think about the beautiful golden light from the spirit world that's filling your lungs with rest, rejuvenation, and connection with the spirit world. Keep your breath even, relaxing. I want you to start with your feet, going up to your knees and relaxing, dropping all of the stress to the ground. Breathing. Remember to breathe in the beautiful golden light from the spirit. I want you to take your thoughts now to your hips and drop the stress to the ground. Relaxing, feeling your feet and your knees, your hips relaxing, settling into the chair. Again, breathing in the beautiful golden light from spirit. I want you to now take your focus to your lower back, to your shoulders, dropping that stress to the ground. Again, remembering to breathe in the beautiful golden light from the spirit world, dropping the stress to the ground. Take your thought now to your shoulders and your arms, dropping that stress to the ground. Feeling it drop. Breathing in the beautiful golden light from spirit. Take another deep breath and exhale. Relaxing, relaxing. Take your mind now to your neck. Release all of the stress in your neck. Dropping that to the ground. Breathing in the beautiful golden light. Now with your minds, I want you to take this time to not think about anything but the focus in front of your eyes, dropping the stress to the ground, breathing in the beautiful golden light, dropping the stress, quieting the mind. At this time, I want you to think about the beautiful skies above you, the beautiful heavens that are all around. Open your mind, open your thoughts, bring your imagination in to what the spirit world is like right now. And all of your children are standing around you. You can feel their touch on your face, their arms around your shoulders. Remember to breathe in the light from the spirit world, letting it engulf you all around. Don't think about anything. Let your imagination take you. Feeling your children. I'm going to be playing some music soon. And when you hear that music, what I want you to do is pull a chair up in front of you within your imagination. In that chair, you're going to invite your children to sit down right in front of you. You get to spend this time with your children, breathing in their love, breathing in their energy, knowing that the spirit world is with you, especially your child. If somebody else comes in and sits with you within that chair, that's fine. Invite the love of everyone that you know from the spirit world. When I start this music, I'll give you about 15 minutes of time to write with your children, staying focused on that chair. If your mind wanders, go back to that chair and know that your child is there with you. The first song that I'm going to play has words to bring you into the power of the soul of your children. After that, I will just play music for you. And I'll bring you back out when the time is right. Just remember at this point, keep breathing in the beautiful golden light from above. And feel your children, feel them. They're in your soul, they're in your heart. They're all around you. Keep them within that energy.
You need to go outside? Let's go outside. Come on. Come on. Go pee.
It's not coming up. It's not coming up. My apologies. Stay there. Stay within the power of who you are. Stay within your children.
Oh, you need to pee? You need to pee? Come on.
Those of you that don't have your microphones muted, if you could please mute your microphone, I'd appreciate that. Not letting me share. Oh my gosh. Not allowing me to share.
Can you hit the green button at the bottom? It's not letting you.
I cannot believe this.
Elizabeth, does she have sharing privileges? Bottom.
I can't get the screen to share. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Let's see. Wait. Okay, here we go. I think you should be able to now.
Melinda, you need to go to your music player.
I think she can do now. I think I changed something.
Where's that? Put your music. There you go. There you go.
Your voice is still so real. Does this ache ever really heal? I feel you fading, so I know it's time to let you go. Love, it never ends. It just transcends. So
So take this time and thank your children for being with you. Sending them love, knowing they'll always be with you. And if you take a nice deep breath and bring yourself back to the room, feeling your feet on the floor and feeling yourself sitting in your chair. Opening your minds and thoughts back into the world where we are right now. This can be a very powerful healing time, not only for the unspoken words that you have with your loved ones, with your children, but also within the depths of your own soul. There's certain things we find out about ourselves through these exercises, the learning and the understanding what we're supposed to be doing. And again, I always say, don't ever let your children's passing into the spirit world go in vain. They're here to teach us something. And sometimes the most difficult lessons we could ever have is the lessons from our children. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I would love at this point to take any questions, any thoughts, anything that happened during your meditation time, during your writing time, what you saw and what you felt. So I'm not sure if we're going to turn our microphone on as we're going to speak, or if somebody's going to type something in. I'm not sure where we go at this point.
Elizabeth, do you want them to have put questions in chat or just unmute when they want to ask a question? I guess it doesn't really matter. You're muted. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. So yeah, we could start questions right now if you'd like to. And let's see, if we start questions, I'll go ahead and stop the recording if that's okay. Is that okay with you, Melinda?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll stop recording and then we can just see if anyone would like to ask some questions. Here we go.